Then we could look at number 4 as well. So here's 1, 2, and 3. Try to give you some readable work up there also. Do you have any questions on 1, 2, or 3? So today being Wednesday, we'll practice this again tomorrow, and then Friday would be our quiz on this particular DMR. It'll actually be a full 2 weeks, just about, since we started reviewing these. So hopefully you'll do awesome.
I think the numbers are still different.
I was peeking over Oliver's shoulder on number. Go with my numbers,
Okay.
please. On number 4, go with my numbers. Oliver had 4 p.m. and 6 p.m., right? 55, 65?
Yeah, but it says the Mountain House is 200 on ours, and it says 300 on
His says 300. I was peeking over the wrong shoulder. I don't know where he got that one. Let's I'll tell you what. Hang on. Let's go with my number 300. And that's actually pretty good because that won't matter at all to the very end.
Okay.
So, yeah, please go with my numbers. Where did you get yours from, Oliver? So it was one that I printed out and gave to you. And did you print yours out yourself?
No, I think you printed it out. You gave them to us.
Yeah, you printed out every one.
That's right. How is that even possible? This is a total mystery. Because you know what I did? I just went Command P, Enter, or Command P, 20 copies. How would they be different? I don't know. This is a mystery. I'll get it figured out. I want you to go with my numbers, though, for sure. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. I mean, if you want to start working on number 4, if you haven't already, that's great. Please do use my numbers. The 300, frankly, doesn't matter at all until the very, very end. So please do try number 4. Question? Yes?
I'm confused.
On?
Number 4.
So, okay, I'll get to that in just a second. I want to make sure that 1, 2, and 3 are okay. And I want to give people a chance to kind of continue on with number 4 and maybe get to a good place. And then I'll definitely show you number 4 here in just a moment. So I'm going to scroll off of this if you guys are good with 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Bless you. The one thing I will do here on number 4, I think I'll draw a picture, but I'll just leave it at that. just take another moment here to hopefully get you to a good place. Get as far as you can here on number 4. So just a thought while you're wrapping something up here. When you think about your DMR quiz coming up on Friday, man, I hope you're feeling confident. But if you're not feeling that confident, maybe it's number 4, right? That's the one where we've had the most questions. Maybe if you're not feeling confident on number 4, I want to remind you of all the resources you have. You have all the DMRs that we've done for the last 2 weeks or so that you can go back and practice with. You also have the videos, and I'm making a video right now of me about to do this one. You could always go back and watch any or all of those videos and kind of participate with that and get a sense of it, maybe pick up a few pointers as you're going. You have a lot of resources available to you. Just encourage you to use those so that when Friday afternoon comes, you're feeling confident and you do great. So, all right, here we go. Are you guys okay with my picture as far as Abby getting the head start? Does that picture make sense? Again, this is about being logical and making sense. Really, it's not about math yet. It's just about being logical. Okay, did you notice how I labeled my picture with D, A, and D, C? What do you think those D's stand for? I think that's the best way. I think labeling it with a distance as opposed to a rate, I think that that's best. That's my opinion. You may or may not share that opinion, but I personally think that it's best. How big of a head start does Abby even get? 110 miles. That's a huge head start, is it not? Okay, so 110 miles. How'd you come up with that?
She goes 55 miles per hour and drives, and she's 2 hours ahead.
Yeah, that's right. Before Candace even leaves, she's been going 50 miles per hour for 2 hours. So she's way ahead. So let's see what happens here. What we need to do here is we need to take all the stuff we have in our picture and we need to do our best to write something that's true. That's the requirement. It just has to be true. So would you guys agree with me that this is false? DA definitely does not equal DC because we can see that right from our picture and from the words in the question. Okay, so did anybody come up with something that you wrote down and you think this is definitely true? Anya, what do you think?
DC equals 110 plus DA.
Does that make sense to you guys? I'm not asking what the answer is. I'm not asking for you to do math. I'm just asking, is this logical? Little distance plus head start equals big distance? Doesn't that make sense? Yeah, totally. Okay, that's great. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to plug in my rates and my times. I know that Candace is going 65 miles per hour. So her distance would be 65 times time. And 110 plus, I know still that Abby's going 55. So her distance would be 55 times time. Making sense? Okay, I'm seeing some heads saying yes. Okay, cool. We just need to solve this now. So what I would do to solve this is subtract. I would subtract 55t from both sides. This would give me 10t equals 110. If I divide, I get t is equal to what?
11.
So 11. That's 11 hours, right? Because that's a time. So it's going to take her 11 hours to catch up. Well, gosh, where is Candace going to be in 11 hours? Like, how far will she have traveled? Way past the mountain house, right? So Candace's distance would equal her rate, which is 65, times time, which is 11. So this would be 650. This would be 715. 750. So it would take her 715 miles to catch her sister. Well, how close is the mountain house? 300. So 715 is way bigger than 300. So Candace will not catch Abby. So because she's going to run out of road, right? Abby's going to get to the mountain house before Candace can catch up to her. That make sense? It's too big of a head start, I guess, right? Okay, cool. So we'll get a chance to practice this again one more time tomorrow. So bring your A game. You're ready to go.